So, recently I found out about a couple of names mentioned in the new Ringed City DLC. And, although pretty much nothing is known all about characters related to them for now, I guess we may still try discussing the possible meanings of these names blindly. However, of course such discussion can hardly be useful because of its obvious uncertainty, but still, it may possibly be interesting and make the new DLC even more intriguing. But well, since I don't even have the footage depicting the characters related to these names, don't mind the background video, which will be simply footage from the Ringed City gameplay video. So, the first new name is Lap. From what I know, it belongs to a character wearing heavy knight armor who states that he suffered amnesia. However, the name Lap seems quite similar to several words in different languages that seem to share the same origin and closely related meanings, such as Swedish lap, batch, cloth, German lappen, cloth, batch, flap, Dutch lap, rag, batch, Old English leper, skirt or flapper garment. All of these words seem to be ultimately derived from the same Proto-Germanic root lapper meaning cloth, so lap might mean rag, batch, cloth. Well, looking at this heavy armored knight in a cool stay helm, I guess that such meanings appear less fitting than those of the earlier version of this character's name, which was rap, as rap appeared to be related to word rap of Germanic origin meaning to strike with quick blow, to knock, which seemed to fit a heavy armored knight well. Alternatively, however, name rap could be related to word meaning to grab, to snatch, but that doesn't really matter much now, as rap turned out to be an incorrect translation from the Japanese version of the name lap. However, although the possible meanings of the name lap we mentioned so far appear quite weird, they're still very intriguing. As with that cloth, rag, patch meaning, it may actually be an equivalent of the name patches. Now, it's an enormous, wild, and pretty baseless speculation, but since we've already seen patches wearing some heavy armor, could this lap be somehow related to patches? As for other possible meanings of the name lap, it may of course mean lap as the upper legs of a seated person, covered by the loose part of clothing when one seats, which is also called lap, so ultimately this word is still derived from Proto-Germanic lapper meaning cloth. In addition to that, lap's name may be also derived from Proto-Germanic element lap meaning to wrap, to fold, to turn, and basically the word wrap seems to be derived from the alternative form of element lap, which is wrap. And as another possible origin, I guess we may also note the Old English word lapian derived from Proto-Germanic lapiana meaning to lick. But let's now proceed to the next name. Harold Legion. Well, this name appears to be quite simpler, as it seems to be composed from elements similar to Old English here meaning army and wield meaning ruler, leader. And I believe we actually mentioned these elements in some of older etymology videos. Basically, name Harold seems rather similar to Old Norse name Harald, derived from Proto-Germanic name Hariarwaldas, composed of element Hari as army, and Wald as leader. However, since Harold of Dark Souls 3 refers to an entire legion, army, rather than a particular person, I guess that his second part may be rather derived from Proto-Germanic Waldo in meaning of might, power. Thus Harold would likely mean mighty, powerful army. And the last name I found about is Zoe. Well, I can't really tell much about it lore-wisely, but it seems to be a form of female name Zoe, which is derived from an ancient Greek Zoe, meaning life. And I guess it would be it for now. Of course it's not much, as it's just a blind guess, and quite possibly knowing the actual lore behind these names will help to find some different meanings. And some of the theories we discussed are pretty baseless and wild speculations, but I hope that the video wasn't boring and possibly made the new DLC even more intriguing. Well, it's actually quite intriguing with those dark humanity foes of some dark blue with those attacks during which we may hear some liquid sounds, which I hope means that we'll find out more about the deep sea. Or those pilgrim butterfly angels firing beams with feathers similar to the effect of both divine pillars of light miracle and Prince Lothric's magic, of which we wondered about in very old lore videos. And those archers reminding of Berserk Servine, and thus Forest too, appear quite interesting. But anyway, thanks for watching, and please check out other, more certain lore and etymology videos on my channel, or maybe some cosplay videos, if you like. Also, you can check out the video description for a link to the etymology videos table of contents, if you're interested in this topic, as it's meant to make it easier to find the discussion of the necessary names.